Hello and welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. I'm Catherine Falk with Cox Communications. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so pleased to have Supervisor Mike Frey join us from the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Tell our viewers about your district, the Sully District. Where is that?
Sully is the most western part of Fairfax County. It encompasses Centerville, Chantilly, and the southern parts of the Herndon community, surrounds Dulles Airport, and extends east about as far as the government center.
Terrific. And you have been a supervisor since 1991, almost 20 years now.
I'm in my 20th year.
That's remarkable.
Hoping for a couple more.
Yeah. I know that your district, with the latest census numbers, has shown some dramatic changes. Tell us about what the census shows for the Sully District.
People were surprised to see that the Sully District has the highest percentage of Asian population in the county. You tend to think that the diversity is more inside the Beltway, but 23% of the population in Sully is of Asian descent. And it's really kind of a reflection of the upward mobility as people from Southeast Asia have come and gotten established and begin to move up the economic ladder, young people begin to marry, have kids, buy a house. They've tended to move to the western part of the county. We also have a growing Latino population. A lot of it is reflective of the fact, too, that jobs have begun to move west. While people think of Tyson's as the economic center of the county, the fact is that more new starts for offices in the last 10 years have been in the western part of the county, in the 28 corridor and the Herndon-Reston area. And so if you're working in the western part of the county, it makes sense to live in the western part.
And so overall, just a large number of growth in the Sully District?
We have slowed down. We grew significantly more in the 90 to 2000 decade. We are not the largest district right now in Fairfax, but we have probably changed the most through diversity over the last decade than any other district.
Great. I know that taxes and the budget are big issues for your citizens and constituents. Tell us what's new on that arena.
Well, the economic issues are confronting every level of government, and as the economy soured, revenues went down. And of course, what people don't always realize is that businesses retrench during recessions because they have less business. But the county government has more business during downturns. We have more demands for social and human service programs. We have the stress of economic downturn tends to reflect itself in more domestic situations. We have more calls for police. We have more demands for libraries and parks because people don't have as much disposable income. And so it's been tough the last couple of years. There is some good news, though, and that's that we have weathered the storm better than most governments around. The board has been pretty prudent, and I think we'll be so again this year. While things have begun to turn around, we're seeing actually a slight uptick in commercial development, as well as a little bit of return of housing values. But I think the board will be very careful as we go through the budget process. It isn't back to normal, and we've got to be very careful that we don't just restore programs as if we are back to where we were in the early part of the 2000s.
Great. I know you love to hear from your constituents. How can they get in touch with you?
Well, I have a website.
We've got that up on the screen.
It's on the screen. You can go to Fairfax County and /Sully District, Sully. Or email is sully@fairfaxcounty.gov, or just call the office.
Supervisor Mike Frey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition. Have a great day.